Hey guys! It's time for some more random facts that will blow your mind. So, let's start. 1. In 2006, on a flight between Washington and Dallas, a woman farted and tried to cover up the smell by lighting matches, which led to an emergency landing.
Bruh.
That's infinite IQ. 2. Most caterpillars have 6 very simple eyes on each side of the head, making 12 in all, although some species have 5 or 7 each side. These light-sensitive structures are called ocelli or stemata. These probably only sense light and dark, and do not distinguish shapes or color. 3. There are more than 1,000 kinds of bats in the world. 4. A housefly's feet are 10 million times more sensitive to taste than a human tongue. 5. Carl Sagan, an astronomer, insisted that it was a common practice for NASA astronauts to be given cyanide pills in case they could not return back to Earth. 6. The total weight of all the ants in the world is roughly the same as the total weight of all the human beings in the world. 7. Giraffes have the same number of vertebrae as humans. 7. Another giraffe fact is that each giraffe's coat has a unique pattern of irregular spots, which can be used to identify individual giraffes. No two giraffes have the same spot pattern. 8. If you remove all the space between Earth's atoms, it would be the size of a baseball. By the way, if you're enjoying this video, subscribe my channel, and press the notification bell to never miss any of my videos. Also, give this video a thumbs up. Now, let's continue with more facts. 9. Buzz Lightyear from Toy Story has actually been to outer space.
To infinity and beyond!
Buzz Lightyear spent 15 months on board the International Space Station and returned to Earth on September 11, 2009. 10. Speaking of space, the International Space Station was constructed between 1998 and 2011. The ISS wasn't created by just one nation but an extensive collection of different national space agencies. Some modules were created by the US, and others were created by Russia, Europe, Japan, and Canada throughout the 90s and early 2000s. The actual assembly began in 1998 when the first module, the Russian-made Zarya, was launched on a Russian Proton rocket. The rest of the modules were all ferried to the ISS by NASA's space shuttles. 11. Some volcanic eruptions produce finely spun strings of glass that look like cotton candy. 12. If the entire Antarctic ice sheet were to melt, sea levels would rise by 220 feet, or 67 meters, leaving cities such as New York, Hong Kong, and London completely lost under the water. 13. Uzbek people have several superstitions surrounding bread, which is considered sacred in Uzbekistan. These include not placing bread upside down, as that's considered rude, and breaking off a chunk of bread when leaving home, so it's preserved when you come back. 14. If you are a cat owner, you might be aware that cats like to knock off your stuff. Cats do that because of their hunting instincts. They are just simply checking whether the thing is alive or not. 15. Sleeping on the job is less of a problem in Japan. Companies may accept it as a sign of exhaustion from overwork. The word for it is inamori. It is often translated as sleeping on duty. 16. Insomnia is a sleep disorder in which you have trouble falling and/or staying asleep. It is often a normal part of grieving. Taking sleeping pills can disrupt this natural process. 17. In August of 2012, the National Art Museum of Ukraine held an artistic event where they had 5 beautiful women lay as if they were asleep. Men then signed up to kiss them. The women who signed up had to sign an agreement that if they opened their eyes while being kissed, they'd have to marry the man kissing them. Similarly, the men also had to sign such an agreement. None of the women opened their eyes. The one, 27-year-old Natalia Bakovskaya, stated that she nearly did so for one of the kissers as his kiss was incredible. How is that an artistic event? That's more like a dating show. 18. The Slinky was invented by accident when its creator, marine engineer Richard James, was working at a shipyard designing a device to measure horsepower output on naval battleships. The device required special springs for stabilization, one of which James accidentally knocked off his desk. It fell on a pile of stacked books and then continued onto the floor in Slinky-like fashion. Richard thought this would make a good toy. So he got his invention on the shelves of a local store. No one bought any for several days. Things changed when he went to the store and demonstrated the toy to people as they shopped, resulting in the whole stock selling out within 2 hours. And the rest, as they say, is history.